Guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bolutife, but of course you can call me Tife. So if you're new here, hey, and welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, hey, what's up and how are you doing? So today I wanted to tell you guys about the process of how to apply for a student residence permit. So you guys are applying right now for the application for study and all these things, and of course this is a requested video because I do already have one video about residence permit on my channel, but of course there are more information, and this is definitely going to be an updated kind of video. So yeah, so first of all, good luck with your application and everything, the exams, the interview. Hopefully they all go well, and then you can apply for a residence permit. So let's just get straight into the video, right? Oh no. Happy New Year, and I hope you guys your new year has been going pretty well. So yes, now we can go straight to the video. All right, first thing first is that you get an admission. I am saying this because some people might think that, okay, now that I'm applying for the school, let me now just apply for the residence permit just in case I get the admission. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to have your admission first. You have to be admitted first, rather, and then you have your acceptance letter. That's what it's called. So first you have to have your acceptance letter, and yeah, that's important because on your acceptance letter you can check how long your study is, and that will determine the kind of residence permit you're going to be applying for. So if your study is less than 90 days, you do not need a student residence permit. You need something else, a visa. But in most cases, your studies is going to be more than 90 days. It's going to be leading to a degree, which is usually like 2-3 years. And yeah, this video is actually for you. And so now you know already what kind of admission or what kind of study you have, and now you can determine what kind of residence permit you're going to be applying for. And oh, if you are coming over to Finland to you know, for PhD study or postgraduate, PhD, higher postgraduate, not masters, PhD and all this higher study, you would apply for a researcher's residence permit, not student residence permit. That's important because you have to apply for the right residence permit so you do not waste time and resources. So having said that, you already know what residence permit you're going to be applying for. The next thing is to find out what you do need. So one thing that you do need, oh, by the way, I do have my laptop here. I made some notes, and because I don't want to miss any information, so I will be looking down a lot, and so you know my laptop is down here. So the first thing you do need is your acceptance letter. We already talked about that. Then you need a proof of fund. Well, two things. You do need a fund, and you need a proof of fund. Two things, because the fund is like the amount of money you would have in your account, and the proof of fund is how did you get that money. Is somebody sponsoring you? Are your parents sponsoring you? Or are you sponsoring yourself? So that's why it's proof of fund and, you know, the fund itself. So we would expatiate on that a little more later in the video, but that's one thing you need. Oh, and the fund in that you would need in your account is 6,720 euros if your study is more than 1 year. So it is enough that you have the amount for 1 year, which is 6,720 euros. And of course, if your study is less than 1 year, you need 560 euros per month. For example, if your study is a 10-month study, if you're coming here to study a 10-month course, and you would need 560 euro times 10. That means for those 10 months. Having said that, you will also need an insurance certificate that covers your medicine and you know, and health. And I have a video that expatiates or talks explicitly more about the insurance, the kind of insurance you need, the amount it has to cover, and things like that. That is important for you to know so you get the right insurance. So again, resources and time are not wasted. So check the video I already have. It's going to be somewhere on the screen. It is important for you to make sure that you are getting the right insurance. So check that video out. You will also need a proof of paid tuition. So I get this question a lot, you know, do I pay my school fees first before applying for a residence permit? Yes and yes and yes. Well, yes, to an extent. I will explain. So you need a proof of paid tuition for your before you apply. It's part of the attachment that you need for a residence permit. However, you can also have the amount of money of your tuition in your account. So you have your 6,720 plus the school fee money or the tuition money in your account. But I'm thinking, if you already have the money, why not just pay it? So yes, I think it's great to pay it and then show the proof of payment. However, if probably you didn't get time to pay or there's an issue with the payment, be sure to have the money in your account. It is a requirement. This is not a suggestion, it is a requirement. So make sure you do that. And if you're going with family members, every member of your family also have to make their application independently. I mean, if they are like underage, you make it for them, but they also have to have their own independent application. So those are the important things. So now I want to explain a little further on the proof of fund and the fund itself. I've said it, but I think this is very important. Some people ask questions like, oh, do I need to have the 6,720,000 in my account? Yes, you do have to have it in your account. However, your sponsor or your parent or whoever is sponsoring you have to have a proof of assets, which means their bank account or their tax card or something that shows that, hey, I have enough asset or I have enough money to sponsor this person in case the person needs some more money. So that's why there's proof of fund and there is fund. So you yourself that has the money in your account, you have to submit 3 months, the last 3 months bank statement, and also the person that is sponsoring you or wherever your fund is coming from. It could be yourself, it could be self-sponsored, it could be your boss at work, it could be anybody that is sponsoring you. It doesn't have to be a relative. Has to show a proof of asset, bank statement again, or do they have a business and all these kind of things. So please and please, there are two different things and you have to prove both of them. So when you are going to, after the period of application, and you are making this application on enterfinland.fi. So after the whole application on enterfinland.fi, you make the attachment and all these good things, you make your booking with VFS. So this VFS thing was at first like confusing for me, because when I did apply for my residence permit to come to Finland, there was nothing like that. I just went straight up to immigration in Abuja and all these things. However, now they have introduced the VFS factor, which is like, I'll call it a middleman, all right? So now you book through VFS to identify yourself. So now you go on to VFS, there's a lot of instruction right there on how to go about it. So then you go, you have an appointment, or rather you book an appointment, and then you go there to identify yourself. When you're going to identify yourself, you take your passport, you take your, the original document of the attachment. You also take a proof that you legally live in the country that you're applying for. If I'm thinking about it from Nigeria, I don't know what could be that proof. Maybe this, what's it called? We have this, I don't know what it's called, national ID. Yes. So maybe a national ID. I don't know. Please find out what could be a proof that you live in the country that you are applying for, and you need that as well to take it along. And I also get a lot of question of, should I translate my document? Well, you don't really have to translate your document, but if your document is not in English, Finnish, or Swedish, yes, you do have to translate your documents to those languages. But if you're coming from somewhere like Nigeria, it is very much likely, or it is very it is almost sure. I don't just want to be inaccurate, but yes, you're very sure that your document is in English, but please and please, any document that you have that is in French or any other language, you have to translate it to English, Finnish, or Swedish. So that's where the translation comes from. Oh yes, you do need a passport photo. So let's be clear, you need a passport photo, you need your passport, which is like the card for a Nigerian. It's this green card, green book, that little cute book, I don't know. So you need that as well. You need the original document of the attachment you submitted, and you need a proof that you live in the country that you are applying for. And lastly, when you are, I just have to mention this real quick because I've mentioned this a lot in most of my video, but now this is changed. When you come to Finland to study, you can work 30 hours per week. Before it used to be 25, but I think it's great news that now you can work for 30 hours per week. And doesn't mean that it has to be like every week 30 hours. All it's just saying is that collectively in a year, on an average is 30 hours per week. So some week you can work 40, some week you can work 10, some week you can work 20. Just make sure that at the end of the whole year, it is 30 hours per week. And if you are lucky, or I don't even know where this works or where this is ever possible, but just in case it's possible and you get a school or an admission that covers your accommodation, you do not then need to have 6,720 euros in your account. You then need to have 3,360 euros in your account if and only if the school is covering your accommodation. Also, if the school is covering your accommodation and food, I'm guessing it's possible if they have it on their website, just in case you are lucky to find that kind of school that covers your accommodation and food. You then have to have 2,340 euros in your account. Note that this does not include the school fee or the tuition fee, because first of all, you have to already have paid your tuition fee. So please do not be confused. Tuition fee is very much different. And this video is for vocational study university student and University of Applied Sciences students. So it all has the same process of residence permit. And well, that's it for this video. If you have any more questions, be sure to join the Telegram group that I created for this reason, because I cannot possibly answer everyone's question one after the other. So I thought it'd be a great idea to create this group where you guys can ask yourself questions and help each other out. People have been on there asking each other questions. It has been great and helpful. So if you have any more questions, be sure to join the Telegram group. I would link it down below again. And please be helpful, and also ask questions clearly so that people can help you as much as they can. And I hope this video helped you, and I wish you good luck in your whole application period. And thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe. You guys subscribe. Be sure to subscribe, and be sure to turn on your post notifications so that you are notified when I post a new video. And see you in my next video. Bye.